Hey YouTube, welcome back to the garage. We're going to be addressing a couple of things today. First and foremost is the fitment on our front rims. It's the wrong offset, but I have really grown to love the rims. So we're gonna play with that today, and then I'm gonna give you an update on the Del Sol. So this has been kind of an on and off project. Finished building this car in, say, 05, bought the car in 01. Finished it probably in 05, 06, and has been in this state for a long time. I did do a couple of updates kind of along the way, but I'm looking to get this thing back on the road. I have a really fun mod that I bought for this car that I should have next week. It may piss some people off. People may like it, but it's very true to the age this car was built, so I have that coming in this week. Do have an update on the RX7. I did buy a strut tower bar. This is really tough on an iPhone. I have a GoPro, but it's not charged. So you can kind of see it through the hood. I'll pop the hood. So this is the new strut tower bar. Looks really clean, plus you can see it through the hood, which I think just makes it look more aggressive. Also, I haven't really given you too much of an update on the inside. I did buy a new ECU, Power FC, and did fix the fitment on the doubled in, so now it's perfectly flush. It's not going to move around. Sorry it's dark in here, but trust me, it turned out a lot better than what it was. I also did mention that I've been kind of working on this car on and off. The battery is disconnected currently, but it's a D16, headers, exhaust. Yeah, that's kind of about it. Intake, just kind of a nice clean look. I did install brand new headlights for all 6 lights just the other day. I'll show you that. Let me connect the power here. So I had these amber shaded headlights, and then obviously my markers and my turn signals were orange, so I kind of had an orange feel to all the lighting, but I changed that just the other day. Here are the 6 new bulbs. It's just a true white light, so it doesn't look orange, and I won't get pulled over, so I actually be able to enjoy this car at nighttime. So again, a mod coming for that next week. It's going to be fun to video, and I will post that. So on to the matter at hand. This is our issue. Obviously the fitment's a little bit off. Initially I bought a 12mm spacer, and that center bore was not big enough. So I picked up some new 25 mils, and I think that'll clean it up, and I'm gonna put the small spacer in the rear, which will also correct the fitment back here, which is pretty damn close, but it's a little off. So something to keep in mind when you're running these hub-centric spacers is how far the actual lug nut comes out past the spacer itself, and you can see these ones are flush. But I have had issues in the past with that, so just kind of be mindful of that. So as you can see, our clearances are perfect. This is actually cut out in the rim, so we won't have any issues with any wobbling or, you know, the old bolts affecting the rim. Something I also wanted to mention is these sleeve spacers can be bad because it takes away from the number of threads that are actually connected to your lug nuts. That's what's nice about these hub-centric ones. You don't lose any of the threads that are actually in connection to the lug nuts that keep the wheel on the tire, so keep that in mind. Alright, so finished product number 1. I couldn't be happier with it. Obviously the suspension still needs to go back to rest, but much better. Alright, so the rears are on also. You can see it. There's still a small gap, but honestly, once this suspension settles, it's going to be much better. The front, could not be happier with it. Flush. Nice and meaty looking. I do have a little better lighting now. I can show you the updates on the interior. So again, really worked on making sure that double din was flush. It looks honestly absolutely perfect. There's the new Apex Eye controller for the new ECU. I guess before I end the video too, I want to talk a little bit about the Del Sol. So one of the issues that this car was having was the passenger side rear kept losing air, and the tires are literally brand new. Couldn't figure out what the heck was going on, so I took it to a rim shop here locally, and let me show you what they found inside the rim. So the rim shop was able to sand down the inside of the hub. Sorry, it's triple digits with our heat index today in South Carolina. Sanded on the hub, it looks great. I didn't have a chance to get a picture of that because they actually closed the bay doors while they sanded it because of metal flying everywhere. So yeah, so I'll be in the market for some new rims for the Del Sol. It's overdue anyhow. They are a little aged, but that's kind of the fun part about the Del Sol is it's true to the era, and I've been in love with it ever since I bought it. Hub centric spacers look awesome on the RX7. No real immediate plans for upgrades with the RX7 after the last few things that I've done. Just gonna enjoy it some more. I don't know what else to do. The interior looks perfect, nice and clean. Enough gadgets, but it's not too busy. In love with the car. So stay tuned. Next week I've got a lot of fun stuff for this car. If you like 90s, early 2000s era mods, you're gonna want to watch. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Come back and I'll talk to you guys soon.